Today I'm going to do Tetsubo's social media questionnaire. Actually, I think he got this from YouTube. I'm not sure, but I will put a link to his video in the video description along with all the questions so you can play along if you want to. What was the first social media network / online community you joined, and when did you join it? This is the question that made me want to do this survey because there are so many young people here and social media has grown and changed so quickly. I'm not really a techie, so given my age, it's not surprising that AOL was involved with my first real social media experience. There are people my age who got started sooner with things like CompuServe, but anyway, my experience. This was in the early to mid 90s. There was a subgroup on AOL that surrounded itself around this guy named Dan Hurley. This guy called himself the Amazing Instant Novelist or the 60-second novelist, and his gimmick was that he would ask you a few questions and then write a story about you in a minute. He charged something like $5 for a story. It was worth about $5, but I guess he did all right for himself because this community sprung up around him on AOL. I'm pretty sure it was manufactured at the start, but you can't really manufacture the quality of members of a community, and it was an awesome place to be. There was a chat room that I spent a lot of time in and moderated for a while, and there were boards where you could get your writing critiqued. I remember when I won an award for a poem on one of the poetry boards, and it made my day. I learned a lot about the craft of poetry there from people who really cared about it and were willing to slog through a lot of amateurish work, which I contributed my part to. I still have a box full of printed out posts from those boards, mostly other people's poems that I loved for one reason or another. Okay, the second question is, which online communities are you a part of now? I've been in and out of a lot of communities with my fickle pursuit of various crafty type hobbies, but at the moment I'm mostly just on YouTube and Facebook. I'm Facebook friends with a lot of people that I used to text blog with and be friends with through blogging. Facebook is a lot more convenient than blogging, and it accomplishes a lot of what we did when we were at the height of our blogging. Very few of us ever made money that way. It was sort of like YouTube in a lot of ways, especially the way you hear people talk about YouTube in the old days. How long have you been a part of them? I really don't know how long I've been a part of Facebook, but probably 4 or 5 years. When did you join YouTube? January 18th, 2010. Why? My daughter wanted to post a video, but she was too young to join YouTube, so I made an account and we made a really awful rap song together. We made half-hearted attempts to do things with the channel together, but we were busy with other things. What do you enjoy about the YouTube community? What are your favorite and least favorite things? Example, creative outlet, meet new people with common interests, share interests, etc. I really like finding new, smaller channels and getting to know other vloggers who aren't big names, but the people who really drew me into YouTube are the Vlogbrothers. I never miss a video, if I can help it. I am subscribed to lots of big name vloggers, especially if my friend Believerette recommended them to me, and I like Vihart, Minute Physics, Vsauce. I don't watch television anymore, so I tend to spend a lot of time watching and commenting on videos. It may sound silly, but even the regular vloggers are a bit educational to me. It's like I get to have an inside look at what intelligent young people are thinking and talking about. Even Alex Day, who I will admit is not exactly erudite, has his moments. I love his idea of life badges, for instance. Ooh, and Mikola. Make more videos, Mikola! I miss you! What changes have you noticed within the community in recent years since you joined? Comment on negatives / positives. I don't feel like it's been that long, but I'm older and my sense of time isn't the same. Things haven't changed that much. I have noticed all kinds of kids having crises because they are growing up. And I'm trying not to be all condescending and grown up about it. It's hard to feel bad for them when I'm 40 and I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up. If you make videos, what inspired you to start making them? Why have you continued? And how long have you been doing it? Hank and John Green and my daughter were my inspiration. I have no clue why I still make them, unless why anybody watches them, but it's a huge part of who I am and I'll probably keep at it. I've only really been doing this regularly for a couple of years. How important is your subscriber count to you? Ridiculously, considering how small it is. When anybody unsubscribes, I notice and I go and try and figure out who left. But since most of my subscribers joined in one lump at P4A, I can't always tell. When I get a new subscriber, it makes my day. I don't make any money at this, though I would love to, and I don't resent people who do. My view counts and subscribers tell me how I'm doing. Am I improving? I mean, it's okay to suck at something, but you have to be willing to try and get better, right? What's your opinion of advertising / product placement, etc. in before videos? I.e., do you think people are becoming sellouts? No. YouTube has to make money for this place to exist. If you can make money doing this, more power to you. I can't and might not ever, and that's okay. I have ads, and I feel like even if they don't support me, they are supporting YouTube, and since I like YouTube, that's a good thing. How has the YouTube community benefited you personally? Example, made friends, attended gatherings, given you the opportunity to have your voice heard. Well, I have an audience. I have a really challenging hobby that keeps me engaged. I'm going to VidCon this year, but that will be my first gathering, and I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. If you're going to VidCon, let me know, so maybe I can see you there. What negative experiences have you had? Have you ever been a victim of cyberbullying here? Could you describe that experience if you feel comfortable? I haven't had any, mostly because my audience is so small. I would like to think that I can look forward to my first bully as a rite of passage, but honestly, it will probably just freak me out. What impact do you feel YouTube has had on society? For example, altering the music book charts with Alex Day's Forever Yours, John Green's Tiffios, changing the meaning of celebrity, etc. YouTube is a medium, and its impact has been through the people who use it. John and Hank Green have helped make it cool to be thoughtful and enthusiastic again, but that wasn't YouTube. YouTube just makes all this possible. The real impact is from the people who use it. Discuss any other stories you think are important / relevant, i.e. Charlie McDonald's I'm Scared. Creating and sharing with the world can be scary. I have a hard time relating to Charlie with his subscriber count, but I suppose I feel the same thing when I look at my analytics and try to figure out what I can do better. Any other stories or opinions to share? Feel free to discuss this topic further. I just think about how much has changed in such a short time from Dan Hurley to Charlie McDonald. We've come a long way, and the subgroups have changed with the personalities and technology involved. I'm not sure this community thing really should be the result of particular personalities. I don't really like that we divide ourselves up by fandoms, but we do need some way to make reasonably sized subgroups for meaningful interaction. I wonder how we will accomplish this going forward, and I mean not just with YouTube, but with technology and society in general. It's an exciting time to be on the internets. And I will talk with you next time. Bye-bye.